Alaska opted not to implement statewide vote by mail, and so the safest way to vote in the context of COVID-19 is going to be absentee. So we're pleased that more than 70,000 voters have already requested absentee ballots for the general election. We are really concerned about that targeting of voters only over the age of 65. We see the obvious inequities there and the not so obvious inequities that Scott brought up. So the other piece is that effective vote by mail in Alaska requires a lot of planning and coordination. And even in the absence of funding concerns over the Postal Service, we have sort of simple logistics concerns. We have communities where mail is slow because some small aircraft have to deliver it. And so the weather conditions need to be amenable to those flying. And consequently, we have some communities where mail-based voting is unpopular for that very reason, and that's very understandable. So voter engagement and making sure that people are aware of their options, the deadlines, and then also changes to polling places on election day. So there are 6 precincts in the state that will not have election day polling places, and voters are instead directed to vote absentee in person. So making sure that that information is circulated credibly and effectively where it needs to. We have a lot of folks who are voting absentee for the first time, and the party is working with our coordinated campaign and with our own volunteers to make sure that voters are aware, again, of their options and some changes. So for example, in the primary election, we have vote by mail in the municipality of Anchorage. And so our voters here are familiar with a certain set of processes, which include dropping off ballots at designated ballot boxes. However, for the state election, those municipal ballot boxes don't apply. There's one state ballot drop box. And just making sure that people are aware of that. There was a lot of confusion. So we put a lot of effort into voter education. We also work with the Democratic National Committee's voter protection program throughout the year, and that includes things like volunteer recruitment and training. There's also a toll-free number, a toll-free hotline, including text and TTY, that folks can reach out to if they have concerns about polling access, operations, intimidation, and such. I can't say whether or not it's as a result of COVID-19, but we definitely have had some of our leadership named in, phishing attacks. It's not necessarily, I'll stop there.